AT&T BGW320 IP pass-through setup. So first, you're gonna go ahead and connect to the AT&T gateway. So by doing this, you're gonna have to open up a browser and enter the IP address that is usually found at the back of your router. So in some cases, it's gonna be just at the back or on the label, but it's gonna have a label that says IP address or your basic login details as well, like your default admin login and the password as well. You're gonna make sure you note that down since you might have to use this later, especially if you haven't logged in yet. So you're gonna go ahead to your preferred browser and type this IP address in, which is usually 192.168.1.254, and make sure the device you're doing this on is connected to the same router, or else it won't open up anything. Then you'll be prompted to log into your router account or modem, whatever you're using, but you're gonna have to connect to your personal router. So before you do this, or if it's optional, you can probably do this after you log in. You can connect an Ethernet cable from a LAN port on the BGW320 to the WAN or internet port of your personal router. Then turn the router on and allow it to appear in the BGW320's connected device list. But over here, you're gonna go ahead and open the IP pass-through. So in this interface, you're gonna go ahead into the firewall option and then choose IP pass-through. So once you are in this setup, make sure the allocation mode is on pass-through. The pass-through mode is on DHCPS fix, and basically the same setup here as well. But then you can just go ahead and save, enter the device access code if it is requested, and restart the BGW320 and your personal router. The router should then receive the public WAN IP address from the AT&T gateway, and you may need to reboot the connected devices to force a new IP assignment. But you can also disable the unneeded BGW320 features, since after confirming that your router has internet access, you can disable these features or Wi-Fi readies to prevent competing wireless networks. You're gonna need to open your firewall again, but inside the advanced section, and disable the BGW320 firewall options when your personal router will handle firewall protection. But that's pretty much one way you can set up your AT&T BGW320 IP pass-through. So hopefully this video does help. If it can, please like and subscribe for more videos like this, and that's all.